Going back to our biggest goals here today are to get swelling and pain under control.
The idea is that you want somebody to move as quickly as they can to restore their range of motion and really to minimize the deficit in the muscles that happens after, not being out there running around doing what you do from an athletic standpoint. But you have to make sure that the graft or the ACL itself, the construct is strong enough to withstand that rehab. So over time what we found is the strength in the fixation of the ACL that'll withstand aggressive rehab early on. So the most important things early on are getting the swelling down, getting your range of motion back, and then getting your muscles to fire.
His mind after the surgery is let's get this going and let's get back on the field, the next day even. And so my job is really to, speed that process along, make sure the healing process is according to the rehab process that we're trying to apply and be on the same page.
It's a lot of patience, a lot of work, a lot of doubts through your mind. And for an athlete that needs the body to work, it's a lot. By the time I couldn't even walk. Like, how can you expect to be running, and expect to be ready to play and get tackled again and get, hit and change directions and do things like that when you can't even walk? So a lot of questions were going through my mind.
The pool workouts, basically you're getting resistance throughout normal functional moments or movements, and then it also helps dissipate your body weight. And so you're not relying as heavily on that weakened muscle to make appropriate movements or a certain type of movements that would stress the graft potentially.
My son was
I
trying
got
to run
your,
around
your
after.
son jersey.
Oh, thank you so much. That is so awesome. Oh, that is awesome. Thank you very much.
No
Appreciate
problem.
it.
No
Appreciate
problem.
it. He's gonna love it.
Yeah.
It's good to have you back.
Thank you.
So, did a lot of training on the sand. In
Yeah.
the sand, a lot of your agility work. It sounds like you were doing in the sand and on a trampoline.
That's the way we do in Brazil, and that's what I did on my right leg. So I knew that this kind of exercises and methods that they had there was pretty amazing. So I talked to the guys here. I said, seriously, they have pretty good clinic and pretty good physiotherapists there, and their method is very good.
I had spent some time in Brazil with our national beach soccer team for the World Cup, so I understand they love training on the sand, all soccer players down there, and there's this proprioceptive strength gain that you can get through sand that you can't get on flat surfaces. And I think the Brazilians are very good at not only training in sand, but rehabbing in sand.
Even Dr. Larson, I showed him the video, and I said, see, Dr. Larson, this is me training on sand on the beach in Brazil, and I was like 3 months doing with sideways, front, back, pivoting, change directions, and touching the ball. So I watched Dr. face when he was watching the video, and he was like, I can't believe that's going on, and I can't believe that you're doing that. I've never seen that in my life.
He's just, these professional athletes are different animals, and they're able to do things the rest of us couldn't. If it was you or I down there doing that program, I'd be very concerned. But I think from a coordination standpoint and just his neuromuscular firing patterns, what he is able to do, I saw it. I was more impressed than fearful. A little afraid, but he just, like I said, he's a different animal than the rest of us.